teams, your commissioner here, and this is week 2's weekly recap. So I want to start by saying that last week I failed to announce one of the name changes. I had it listed, but for some reason I didn't say it. But you've probably seen it anyways. But Seaman Vigilante is now, of course, going to be known as Seaman Your Face. Alright, great. So I'm joined here once again with BB8, and happy to see us. Happy to be here, BB8? Yes? Okay, cool. And also my sidekick, and you can't see her right now, is Zoe! Hi! Hi! Oh, thank you. Okay, hang there. Alright, so another great week of fantasy football. A lot of, once again, some pretty close matchups, some not, but nonetheless, it's fantasy football and it's great. Alright, so with that said, we'll go ahead and get going with our Week 2 recap. Cue up the primetime music. Alright, so Week 2's points leader is a shocker to me, maybe a shocker to you, but probably not a shocker to the person who won. Beast Mode. Who is now 2-0. He had a really great week. A lot of his players really showed up, and he had 5 of his positions in the starting lineup that scored him 20 points or more, which is pretty amazing. And you know, this is despite his starting quarterback, who was Andrew Luck, having a really awful game. You know, having 3 interceptions, 1 fumble, and you know, only scoring him 10 points, and also getting 0 points from his kicker, Zach Hawker. So considering that, he did pretty darn well to be the points leader this week. So Beast Mode, congratulations, you're this week's points leader, and that gives you $10 to you. Alright. This week's other winners are Dropping Deuces with 109 points. An interesting tidbit, last week Dropping Deuces and I tied. We both had 109 points. What's interesting is that this week I scored 109 points again, so that's weird. 2 weeks in a row he and I scored the exact same points. So Team Fear Me also had 109 points, who had a really big win over last year's defending champ, Ninja Butt Rape. And then, let's see here, Jacole all the time, oh sorry, Camel Toe Killer, 107 points, and a close one with Seaman Your Face. And then also Team Nene, 84 points, and Never See It Coming with 88 points. This week's scoring leaders, the #1 person who had the most points this week was Travis Benjamin, who nobody had. He scored a whopping 33 points this week, but once again, nobody had him. So, as far as our league goes, the top points or scoring leaders were Larry Fitzgerald and that's Larry Fitzgerald and Ben Roethlisberger, both scoring 32 points. And then number 2 is Tom Brady with 31 points. And then a 4-way tie for 3rd with each of these players scoring 30 points. Antonio Brown, Colin Kaepernick, Derek Carr, and from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Allen Robinson. So those are our scoring leaders. Alright, so that brings us to the not so top 3 come on man list. And so we'll start with number 3 from Team Seaman Your Face. His Ravens defense and special teams scored a negative 3 points, which basically cost him a win. It was the difference between a win and a loss against Camel Toe Killer. 3 points would have won him, and instead he lost. So that sucks, because the Ravens D and special teams didn't perform for him, and because of that, Ravens D and special teams get a "come on man, you cost Seaman Your Face" a win. Alright, At number 2, it's actually a tie as far as the starting lineups of both teams, Ninja Butt Rape and Unrustable MCs. Ninja Butt Rape, he had some really good players that performed well the previous week that really sucked this week, like Tony Romo only scoring 7 points, Carlos Hyde, who had a huge game and was our scoring leader last week, only had 5 points, and Marshawn Lynch, the real beast mode, only got 6 points. So he had a missed opportunity with Joe Flacco, who scored 24 points. But other than that, on his bench, everyone else there sucked too. So that sucks. And as far as Unrustable MCs, his starting lineups, his quarterback, Sam Bradford, there's high hopes for him in the season, but he really came back down to earth this week and only scored 8 points. LeGarrette Blount, a big fat goose egg, and Jonathan Stewart, only 6 points. He had some missed opportunities as well. Cam Newton on his bench, 27 points. Giovanni Bernard, his running back, 15 points. Latavius Murray, another running back, 14 points. That combined definitely would have got him a win this week. But anyways, for both of those teams, your starting lineups really didn't perform this week, and so you guys get a come on, man. All right, and in number 1 is Team Jacole All the Time, who is shockingly 0-2 to start this season. This week he lost to Never See It Coming and only scored 71 points. Never See It Coming's bench actually scored more than his starting lineup. His bench had 73 points, so his bench outscored him. So, you know, this is the same team that went undefeated during the regular season last year, and yeah, that's a stark contrast to this year. Don't know what's going on, but get your act together. You get a huge, come on, man! So that's our not so top 3 come on, man list. Anything you want to add, BB-8? Yeah, pretty sad, I know. But anyways, that's this week's updates. Anything from you, Miss Zoe? No? Okay. Well, this is your commissioner with BB-8 and Zoe. We're out. Deuces!